Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our online classes. We are studying New Oxford Modern English Book 5. Today is our second lecture. We are going to read paragraphs 5 to 9. The chapter name is The Word in a Wall. The theme of the chapter is Self, Family, Home, Friends. Author name is Carol Durrell. Students, hold pencils in your hands to underline difficult words. We are going to read from here. They were weird. Weird mean unnatural, mysterious looking things with their flattened over bodies, their neat crooked legs. Crooked mean not straight. The enormous crab-like claws, bulbous and neatly joined as armor. Armor mean covering. And the tail like a string of brown beads, ending in a string like a rose thorn. The scorpion would lie there quite quietly as you examine them, only raising his tail as a warning sign if you breathe it too hard on him. In this paragraph, the writer is telling the shape of the scorpion that they had over bodies with flattened shapes. And the writer sees scorpion as a very mysterious thing as far as their body structure is considered, laying quietly at their place. Come on the next paragraph. Then one day I found a fat female scorpion in the wall, wearing what of its first glance appeared to be a pale fawn. Fawn mean a young deer in its first year. Fur coat. Closer inspection proved that this strange garment mean cloth, was made of a mass of tiny babies clinging. Clinging mean grip, hold on to. Mother's back. I was enraptured. Enraptured mean very happy, very pleased by the family and made up my mind to smuggle. Smuggle mean move illegally into or out of a country, out of a place. Them into the house and up to my bedroom so that I might keep them and watch them grow up. With infinite care, I moved the mother and family into a matchbox and then hurried to the villa. I'm explaining this paragraph. When the writer found a fat female scorpion along with her babies who were clinging to mother's back, he carefully put them in a matchbox and shifted them to house to examine the growth of babies. Come on, next paragraph. It was rather unfortunate that as I entered the door, lunch should be served. However, I placed the matchbox carefully on the mantelpiece in the drawing room and made my way to the dining room and joined the family for the meal, dawdling over my food. Dawdling means being slow, moving slowly. Feeding Roger surreptitiously. Surreptitiously means secretly. Under the table and listening to the family arguing, I completely forgot about my exciting new captures. I'm explaining these lines. When the writer entered the room, it was lunchtime. He put the matchbox in drawing room and went to have lunch with family and forgot about the tiny creature which he had brought from outside. At last, Larry, having fetched means go and bring something. The cigarettes from the drawing room and laying back in his chair. He put one in his mouth and picked up the matchbox he had brought. Oblivious. Oblivious means unaware. Oblivious that the end of my happy days were about to come. I watched my eldest brother interestingly as, still talking loudly, he opens the matchbox. Now, what has happened? Larry, his elder brother, picked up that matchbox to lit his cigarette. Now, I insist to this day that the female scorpion meant no harm. She was nervous and a little annoyed. Annoyed means angry at being shut up in a matchbox for so long. And so she seized. Seized means grab, take hold. The first opportunity to escape. She pulled herself out of the box and with great rapidity, her babies clinging on desperately, and scuttled onto the back of Larry's hand. They're not quite certain what to do next. She paused, her sting curved up at the ready. Larry, feeling the movement of the claws, glanced down to see what it was, and from that moment things got increasingly confused. What has happened in this paragraph? Larry, his elder brother, picked up that matchbox to lit his cigarettes. That female scorpion and her babies, who were captured in a matchbox, tried to escape from the box on its opening. He uttered a roar on seeing the scorpion and threw scorpion, which landed between Margot and Leslie. I am repeating today's lecture. The writer sees scorpion as a very mysterious thing, as far as their body structure is considered, laying quietly at their place. One day, writer found a fat female scorpion along with her babies, who were clinging to mother's back. He carefully put them in a matchbox and shifted them to house to examine the growth of babies. When the writer entered the room, it was lunchtime. He put the matchbox in drawing room and went to have lunch with family, and forgot about the tiny creatures which he had brought from outside. Larry, his elder brother, packed up that matchbox to, to lit his cigarette. The female scorpion and the babies, who were captured in another box, tried to escape from the box on its opening. He uttered a roar on seeing the scorpion and threw scorpion, which landed between Margot and Leslie. Students, this was our today's lecture. You have to read those paragraphs very carefully. Take out your dictionaries, underline difficult words, and make list of difficult words with the meanings on your registers. Goodbye. Have a nice day.